Hello, friends. Welcome to some chair yoga. Since I have to be in the office on Thursday, I wanted to record something and have you still be able to practice this Thursday or whenever. Now we have a little more flexibility with when you can watch this. So do the practice like it's live, so you feel a bit accountable and don't skimp. I notice that's something that I do when I do a recording. I'm kind of like, but do your best. Okay, let's sit nice and tall, rooting down through the sitting bones, rooting the feet down into the floor, and take a few rounds of breath here. As you inhale, allow your spine to lift through each of the vertebrae. We really want a lift all the way up through the crown of the head. On the exhale, you're going to drop the shoulders, keep the lift of the spine, and take it from the deepest place in your belly, that exhale. We're going to do a few rounds of these. So inhale, grow the spine really nice and long. Exhale, keep the height. So something we do tend to do as we're breathing out is we compress, right? The exhale is like a release. See if you can keep that long spine even on the exhale. So we're going to do 5. Your palms can be up or down. Just rooting through the feet, through the sitting bones, lengthening up through the crown of the head and keeping that height. So it's really about creating a foundation in the back and in the core. Just remember that these are two of the same, right? So 2 sides of the same coin. Another one, a breath in when you're ready. And a soft, nice exhale out from the deepest part of the belly. So maybe 3 or 5 fingers below the belly button. One more. Okay, we're going to inhale, take the arms, sweep them up and overhead. We're going to interlace the hands together and we're going to take the palms up towards the ceiling. If you're having any issues with this, you can grab your wrist, but it's nice to do this mudra. It is a mudra. So now we feel everything pull up, right? So the sides of the waist and the front and back body are pulling up, as well as the shoulders. Drop the shoulders down on your next exhale. You can keep a bend in the elbows if you'd like, if that works for you, rooting down through the feet. I'm going to take 3 breaths here. And release. Okay, good. Take a moment, roll the shoulders. All right. So we're going to continue as we take the arms out as if you're hugging a tree. We did this last week, and this was a nice way to engage through the core as well while you're doing this. So we're going to hug our tree and scooch yourself a little bit on the edge of your chair. You might need to move your feet as well. So hugging your tree, take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to round towards, so do you see my pelvis tipping first? Keep the shoulder blades down and engage here for 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Inhale, We're going to do that again. Exhale from the pelvis. Shoulder blades down the spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Good. Last one. Exhale from the waist, from the pelvis, rounding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, release the arms. Good. Nice deep breath in. Nice big breath out. So finding our Tadasana in our chair pose, right? We've already kind of established that. We're lifting up, and now we're playing with the sides of the body and the back body. And of course, abdominals, right? Let's do another one with the arms out like this. So hugging our tree, elbows are the height of your shoulders. Move your shoulder blades down. Watch out for those front ribs so they don't poke, and keeping the crown of the head really nice and open here. Now we're going to just do a lateral over towards the right. If you feel this left hip start to lift up, back off, root it down, and keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center, other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back up. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back up. So see if you can keep that inhale going for the whole time you're over to the side. Exhaling slowly and with a lot of awareness. Inhale to back up. And last one. Exhale, long, deep exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back up, release the arms. Okay, roll the shoulders. Okay, it can't be a class with everyone and on YouTube or anything without some Mr. Wenger arms. So let's take the arms out to the sides, those shoulder blades coming down, and do a few rounds here. So we're doing just a few loops in one direction, doesn't matter which, just taking our time to open up here, right? So we want those nice, strong arms. And the last 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Okay, good. So just allowing the shoulders here, we're thinking about the shoulders today, how they sort of take on all of our worry, right? When you have a lot of worry, your shoulders kind of crank up. We're really trying to loosen them down, right? And for the final 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, roll those shoulders. Really take a moment. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of cross, right? So we went up, we went around, we went side to side. Now we're crossing, right? We're trying to get all of the range of motion. So we're going to take our right arm up and we're going to take it across. So this way we kind of are as high as we can while taking our shoulder down, right? So a nice gentle cross over. You're going to feel where your arm is. If your arm is here, awesome. We want this shoulder to be going down. See how mine wants to creep up? Well, I want to keep that shoulder down and just open up through this whole area, right? Take a deep breath in through the feet and through the sitting bones. Don't forget those. Good. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out and softly release. Let's go to the other side. So we're going to take it up first. We feel that the shoulder head just wants to lift up, right? That's its natural way of doing stuff. But then we're going to cross it and drop that shoulder, palm facing down for this one. You can use the other hand, maybe not on the elbow, but more into this humerus, right? Into the bigger bone, right? We have one here and we have two here, and then this is our lovely hinge joint that sometimes, cannot be a hinge, right? Acts a little funny sometimes. Nice deep breath in, engage through the abdominals, make sure that shoulder is going down. And exhale softly to release. Okay, now we're going to sort of do the same thing, except take the right arm back up and take it back. Give yourself a pat on the back. We're going to ask the arm to lift up. You can even palpitate your arm all the way up. See if you can bring that hand to the back and drop the shoulder a little bit more. I want it right. I feel this right side really pulling up. So I'm going to draw the belly in. So zipping up my belly. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take one more big inhale and exhale. Now we're going to take the left arm out and we're going to, with the palm facing out, we're going to grab just whatever we can, as high up on the back as we can. Maybe the fingers touch. That always helps us to bring it a little bit higher. And then if you can't, that's great. Just as long as the elbows are moving in opposite directions and you're still pulling in and establishing your core. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out and softly release. Good. Roll the shoulders. So we're thinking about the neck here. We're thinking about where we're compressing, where we're getting a stretch, right? So we did compression and then a stretch on one side. Let's do the other side. So we're going to take our left hand and we're going to stay here just for a moment so we get this integrity of the arm as best as we can. I feel this all lifting, this all kind of turning into a back bend. Zip up the belly. Hold here for 2 breaths, right? Kind of enjoying wherever your arm is. So very rare that we get to do it this way. So now we're going to take the palm facing behind us. We're going to, maybe those fingers touch, maybe they don't. Either way, we're going to zip up the belly and we're going to allow the elbows to go in the opposite direction. So you still have range of motion in your head. You're not really impeded by anything in the left arm, but we're just going to take a nice deep breath in, a big breath out. Let's take one more. And softly release. Good. Roll the shoulders 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the opposite direction. Okay. Yeah. Give your arms a bit of a well-deserved wiggle. And we're going to do one more Mr. Wenger arm because it's a good one. So we're going to take the arms out to the sides, palms facing down. We're going to do very small circles. So this is going to be making a like a spiral. So your circles start really, really small in one direction. As you slowly start to take the arms just a little bit bigger, this is going to be incremental. Tops of the shoulders moving down, shoulder blades moving down, zip up through the abdominals. As you make this a little bit bigger. So it makes, you can always adjust this. This is completely self modulated, right? So you can make them smaller if you want. We're just going to go as big as we need to. Take it as big as you need to here. Nice, big, open all the way back. all the way forward. We're going to do 3 more nice big ones. Big rotations and release on your exhale. Nice. Roll the shoulders. That was a lot, right? So we got inside arm now. Get ready. Last one, Mr. Venger's arms, we're going in the opposite direction. So imagine that there are like 2 little pencils on your middle fingers and you're going in the opposite direction this time and it starts really small. So at this point, you might be feeling it on the tops of your shoulders. It's okay, you can stay small. As long as you keep the integrity of the belly, of the crown of the head reaching up, everything you have going on here, just keep it going. You're doing great. Nice. Widen when you're ready. Taking it as big as possible. 1, 2, and 3. Exhale, release. Lovely. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Place your palms on your thighs. They can face up or down. And just feel the effects of working in the shoulders. 3 breaths here. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to take our right ear to our right shoulder, and we're going to stay here for a moment, just stretching through the left side. You can lift your right arm and take it any amount towards your head. If it doesn't work, you can always put it towards the back of your head. You know, this is your practice. So just a gentle stretch, breathing in, nice engaged abdominals, engaged back, and engaged side body. So it's all of those things to allow the stretch. So it's like you're making a platform to let this be the star, right? And release the right arm, inhale back to center. Okay, we're just gonna feel the effects of that pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then left ear to left shoulder. And then when you're ready, left hand comes to the top of the head. And we just feel that stretch for 3 breaths. And inhale back to center. Take a nice big breath in and a big breath out. I'm going to move my chair a little farther back so you can see what I'm doing here with the legs next. So we're continuing our core focus, right? So core is not only your abdominals, it's also your back, your legs, right? The top of the thighs in particular. Core is all about stabilizing this area, right? So we're going to think about that as we really root down in our seat, maybe in the middle of the seat, and we're going to lift our feet up here. Now, the trick of this one is you're going to be lifting your feet. You're going to feel that lift in the feet, but can you counter this by drawing the tops of the thighs down away from you to grow the spine a little bit longer? You can do anything with your hands here. You can keep your hands in like a tray position. If you want a little bit more, you can do the hugging the tree and take a little bit back here. This is going to engage much more core abdominal, or you can just stay nice and loose at the upper body. I'm going to add this just because I've been doing a lot of intensive core and I like it. It's a good thing for me, especially in the kapha season here. Tops of the thighs are moving away as I'm lifting the feet. If I know I'm doing a good job, if my feet start to want to go towards the ground, I'm like, oh, okay, I've got to lift those up, but pull my tops of my thighs down. So wherever you are, stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Softly release. Okay, now we're just going to continue into marching. So now it's going to be about knees up, right? While you're doing this, knees up, we're thinking knees up. Allow yourself a little resistance as you take your foot down. So this is like an isometric resistance you're trying to pull down, right? So the down is really easy, right? It's the lifting that's a little bit harder. See if you, it's like you're just getting a little, like if you're pushing on a gas pedal, right? You're just pulling it down extra gently, right? And once again, from here, you can either leave the arms out to the sides, you can be carrying a tray. This is always a really nice thing. Or you can add the arms and lean back ever so slightly. You're going to be getting deep, deep internal muscles here, right? So we want to activate the pelvic floor. We want to keep this going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice deep breath in. Nice big breath out. Okay, let's stand up. So we get to stand up, then you can stay just right where you are. Okay, he's like, no problem. Okay, we're going to turn the seat of the chair towards us. And we're going to do one downward facing dog here. So we're going to place our hands on the seat of the chair, walk the feet back, and stretch. So this is to counter all of what you did. There's a lot of compression that happens. It's also to bring some stretch into the hamstrings. And while you're doing this, you're taking your arms up and overhead, kind of like we did when we clasped them, except you're allowing gravity to stretch and lengthen the spine. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Take a few rounds of breath here. And then slowly coming back up to about a halfway position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, and see if you can bring your forehead to the seat of the chair, maybe where the hairline is, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back up to that halfway. Exhale, hands onto your hips, staying here. Inhale with a nice flat back and soft knees. Take it all the way up. Good, lovely, hello. All right, we're gonna start standing poses. So, oops, sorry, Ben. Let's do our standing poses. You know, this is, I think, I can do it this way. Okay, so I have my chair here. I'm actually going to bring the seat of the chair once again so that it can help me here. We're going to take our right leg. I'm going to start with the right side first. Right foot parallel to your mat. Okay, back foot in line with the heel. The arch and the heel are in line with one another. Okay. We're going to slowly bend the knee. Maybe draw that foot out a little bit. And we're going to take the arms out to the side. So our warrior, right? Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Let's take another big inhale and exhale. Good. Now we're straightening the front leg. Okay. And the arms, we're going to take either to our shin, or you can add your chair here. We're going to take it to our triangle. So this triangle, we're not twisting too much. There's a difference between Trikonasana and Pavrita Trikonasana. Trikonasana, if you look at the old Hatha Pradipika texts, is really leaning more this way. It's not too much of a twist. So Vicky, you stay here. If you are not avoiding twists, then you can do Pravrita Trikonasana, which means that you're twisting from the pelvis. All of these lower abdominal region is rolling open. You're keeping this arm really steady, and this side, the right side, really open. If you'd like, take that left arm up and overhead for 5. Draw the shoulder blade down. 4, 3, 2, keep breathing, and 1. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, bring the hand onto the hip. Look down if you are in the twisted version of this. And slowly bend the knee, draw the chair away, and we're coming into side angle, right? So tricky. Side angle can stay here. Side angle can be this, but we're not twisting in side angle. Nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. Take one more big inhale and exhale. Inhale draws you all the way up, straighten that front leg, and move over to the other side. So we're going to grab our chair, and place it very gently in front of a dog nose, right? Okay, we'll move ourselves a little bit. He's not so in the way. And we'll start in our triangle. So adjusting the feet, adjusting the legs. We're going to think about how steady our legs are here. You know, you don't have to lock up the knees. You can keep a soft balance to those knees, right? We're going to keep the hand on the hip and decide, are we twisting in this or not, right? We're not twisting. Don't twist. This is your pose right here. This is beautiful. If you are twisting, just think about the revolution. It's like a rotation all the way from here. You might feel it in that inner thigh. Take the arm up. Nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take another big inhale. Draw those shoulder blades down the back. Strong, steady feet. Maybe take the arm up and overhead as you draw this right shoulder blade even farther down the back. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release to the hip. Look down. Meet us in our Trikonasana, friends. And we're going to slowly push this forward, making sure. Oh, he was like, nope, not going to stand for it. Into our side angle. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, it's okay. You'll be fine. Nice deep breath in. He's like, I got to go somewhere where I will remain undisturbed. Big breath out in our nice side angle. So it's very similar to our Trikonasana and even our Pravrita Trikonasana, but it's really more of a lateral. We're not twisting as much in this one. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and softly take both hands to the seat of your chair. Bring both feet up towards your chair and then walk yourself back to stretch out evenly through both sides in a downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take another big inhale and exhale. Okay, here we go. Right foot steps forward. Left foot steps back. So now we're getting a little deeper into the hamstring, more into the quadricep, and even into here, into the glute, right? So here we can feel like a stretch, right? But our torso is moving forward. We're going to take our time to walk ourselves up while we bend that back knee. So it's like the torso and the leg are all one unit, right? That's supporting each other. Your legs are doing the same thing, but it's different actions. Hands can be on the hips, they can be on the chair, or you can take the arms up and overhead. Crescent pose, nice deep breath in. So think about all of the other things we did in the upper body earlier, where we're zipping up through our torso, where we're drawing the shoulder blades down, and we're keeping this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Softly release the hands back, release the right foot back, and come back into downward facing dog. For a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's go to the other side. Left foot steps forward. Right foot stays back. We find it here, right? So the leg is really, this is a secret stretch, right? We're still doing our stretching, but our torso is in line with that back leg. Our knee is right over, left knee is right over the ankle. Now we're slowly going to, let's do bending the knee first and see how that helps us with our balance. Hands on the hips, on the chair, or if you're feeling really balanced here, I feel very buoyant. I can bounce and I can do this so that I can lift up the arms. If you've got one arm up, that's awesome. If you've got your hands on the chair, bravo. This is not about, oh, that pose is harder or whatever. Yoga is completely customizable. It really is. Everyone is able to do it. If you can breathe, you can do yoga. That's it. That's the only qualifier for it. Nice deep breath in, deep breath out. One more. And exhale, softly release both hands, release the left foot back, and downward facing dog. Just for a breath or two. And then softly walk your feet up about halfway up your mat. So you're in almost like a hands and knees position where your feet and your knees are directly under your hips and your hands are directly under your shoulders. And we're going to do cat-cow. We're going to inhale, feel the tailbone and the crown of the head lift up. And then exhale, feel the center of the spine. Pull the belly all the way from that deep spot. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale. As we exhale, pull. Let the old breath go out. Anything that doesn't serve you. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Let's do 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming back to a neutral position. Okay. We're going to softly bring our hands onto our hips. We're going to exhale all the air out. Inhale to come to stand. Good. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. This is our first Tadasana. So bring your feet directly under, let hips distance. Keep a softness in your knees. Notice the tilt of your pelvis and just rooting down through your feet. Allow the spine to lengthen up, draw the shoulder blades down the back and a little towards each other while the opposite action is zipping up through the abdominals. This is our standing pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do one more. And release. Okay, right foot forward, left foot back. Shorten the stance. So this is not a long stance. This is our short stance. So we're going to do our pyramid pose. This one might be a little bit more challenging. I'm going to offer more arm choices here. So we're going to start out by taking the hands on the hips and focusing our pivot point from deep within the hip flexor. So like way down here, bringing our hands onto the chair first and foremost. So I've got pretty much a nice flat back here, crown of head reaching up. Nice deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, if you'd like a challenge, bring your hands out to the sides in like a cactus position. This one's pretty challenging. I feel it in my right outer rotator. It's pretty good. Nice deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, now we're going to take the arms up and overhead. This is going to be a little bit different and challenging. Lengthen out through the spine. Do you see where I'm pulling the belly in to create a lot of strength in the low back? Deep breath in, deep breath out. Sweep the arms all the way back. Interlace the hands. If it works for you, you can also grab opposite elbows if it doesn't. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more, draw the shoulder blades deeper in. Exhale and inhale to draw yourself all the way up. Nice. Release the arms, release the legs. Take a moment to allow that pose, those series of poses to sink in. Nice big breath in. Nice big breath out. Okay, pyramid pose on the other side. Right foot steps back, left foot is forward. We're still in a heel to heel or wider arrangement. So that's really up to you. We want as much neutral as we can in the pelvis. We want the pelvis to be as neutral as possible. So we start pivoting from those deep hip flexors. So we're pivoting from the hip, right? We take the arms out into cactus to start. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more. Arms up and overhead. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Sweep the arms all the way back. Interlace the hands or grab opposite elbows. Draw those shoulder blades in. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Take one more. Exhale, all the breath out. Inhale, as if the arms are being pulled. Allow yourself to come up and softly release. Nice. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Okay, take one more nice deep breath in and a big breath out. Okay, that's it for our standing poses today. We're going to softly make our way back to the chair. Okay, from here, did a lot of good stuff with our back bending, we're going to do just a little bit more. So we're going to take ourselves to the farthest we can in our chair. I'm really lucky because this chair, you know, has this this little ability to already do a back bend, right? So you can kind of see that if I push myself as far as I can on the chair, I'm already in a back bend. So I'm going to pull myself a little bit forward. So if you do have a chair back, we'll be about in the same area. So it really depends on what kind of chair you have. Bring your hands so that your palms are facing behind you and your elbows are bent. Draw the shoulder blades down and then towards each other. So you're already in a back bend. Zip up through the front of the body, meaning the place where the ribs meet, you want to pull that in a little bit so you create a very supportive structure for your low back. Okay, from here, we're going to interlace our hands if it's possible and draw those interlaced hands down, just like we did before. If you were grabbing your opposite elbows, do so. Okay, so we're going to stay here, draw the shoulder blades down. And now we're going to, if your chair allows, you can also do this without the chair. So if you're on a stool, or you can flip yourself around the chair if your top of your chair is too high. We're going to take a nice deep breath in and maybe allow the sternum to lift up so much that the head comes back. And take 5 breaths here. And softly release the hands, release the chin back to level with the floor and take a few rounds of breath. Resist the urge to fold forward. We're not done. We're going to do 2 more of those. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Back bends are like energizers for the nervous system. So I'm going to tilt myself a little bit more here so you can see. If you're doing this practice before bed, go easy on these. So because they will invigorate your sort of internal clock. They're very good. They're very good for first thing in the morning. Not so good late at night. Interlace the hands behind you, root down through the sitting bones and the feet. Draw the belly in here. Just start that and keep that mantra as you roll through the upper back and shoulders. When the sternum is going so far up, maybe the head comes back and we stay here for 5 breaths. Let the whole neck stretch. And inhale back up, release and come back to center. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're just going to do 1 more. Hands clasped. This one, I want you to really focus on the belly pulling in on your exhale. So protecting that low back. You're not doing this so much in your low back. That's the mobile part. We're doing this in the upper back. Draw the spine so it gets really long. Bending so that the sternum, the heart goes up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Nice deep breath in. And slowly coming back up. Feel the effects of your back bend. And then as you're ready, now we're going to fold forward. So we're going to take our feet really nice and wide. But we're still going to allow for our torso to rest on the tops of the thighs because we want our spine to be long. Moving from those hip flexors, just like we did in our pyramid pose, folding forward, stopping at the thighs, and just let the head, neck, and shoulders drape. So this should feel good. If you reach the floor, awesome. If you don't reach the floor, awesome. And then slowly inhale back up to center using your hands. Okay. Now that we feel a little bit of some extra energy here, we're going to come back to center. So, and twists release us from our back bends. So we're going to twist here. If you're avoiding twists, skip this part. You can just stay here, or you can do a modified twist, which I can also show you. So we're going to take our right hand behind us and we'll twist over towards the right. A modified version of this would be to take both knees over towards the right, and you're kind of using the whole torso to twist. You're doing this a little bit more in the upper chest where we twisted, right? So if you would like more, keep the thighs parallel as possible. That left one's going to want to creep, and twist over towards the right. Use your legs if you're going for the modified version. Nice deep breath in, deep breath out. From the belly, inhale. Fill up the circumference of the torso and exhale from the circumference of the torso. One more. And coming back to center on your inhale. Roll the shoulders. Okay. We're going to slowly either do the modified version where the knees go with us or not. So we're coming into our twist on our left side. Nice deep breath in, deep breath out. You see that right knee wanting to come in as much as possible, right? It's coming along for the ride. There's many ways to do twists, but we're going to try and do it this way today because we focused on the upper back. So that's really where we want to twist from. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. If you feel warm after twists, you've got it, right? Twists are warming. One more deep breath in. And softly release. Okay. We're going to come to our final pose, where we're going to sit for a moment and take in our entire body here. Palms facing up or down on your thighs. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Doing a scan of your body. And now we're going to go into our meditation or shavasana. So your choice, you can bring yourself onto the floor and lift up through your feet, or you can simply stay in your chair. I'm going to stay in the chair for today with my hands on my thighs, palms up or down. Palms down is more grounding. If you feel flighty, do your palms down. If you feel like you would like to receive the pose more, like you're ready to listen. Bring the palms up. And we're going to stay here for 10 breaths. If you'd like to stay where you are and continue your meditation or your shavasana, please do. Namaste.